What up everybody, Demon back, and today we are going to be doing a special request by David Brown. Yep, another one. But today is not going to be a Godzilla topic. It's not going to be a versus topic like last time. Today is going to be something we've only really talked about once on this channel, and that is Gamera. So David requested 15 things that need to happen in Gamera 2016. He requested that off of my 15 things that need to happen in Legendary's Godzilla Sequels Part 2. You can check that out if you want. But this is going to be in the same style, just me listing off 15 things that I think need to happen and explaining why I think they need to happen. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, right off the bat, I just want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. I am not a huge Gamera fan. I don't have passion for Gamera really at all. I love the Heisei trilogy. I found Gamera the Brave to be a good movie. Gamera is okay. That's Gamera the Invincible, by the way. That one's okay. Gamera vs. Gauss is kind of crap. Gamera vs. Baragon is decent-ish, and then the rest of the Showa series suck. So that is my stance on it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm not a big Gamera fan, but I do like Gamera. So I guess getting right into it, I'll start it off with a bonus, just like I started off with Godzilla's video. But this bonus is more of just a hope, a dream, a wish, actually. It's not something that I want to happen in the movie, it's just something that I want. Something that we all want. My number 0, I guess, my bonus, is Godzilla. I want Godzilla and Gamera to fight on screen in a movie. And that is, I know it's a long shot, I know it's a big stretch. It was gonna originally happen, but Toho didn't want to put the money into it because Final Wars didn't do as well as they wanted. But overall, I think that movie would be amazing, and it needs to happen at some point. So I think the death battle was good. It holds me over, but not for long. I think after a while, I'm going to definitely be craving that movie, just like I always have. So anyways, getting into the actual list. Number 1, Dark Gamera. Now let me explain what I mean by this. I want a Gamera that looks very intimidating. Not to the point of Nightmare Gamera from Gamera 3, but I want a Gamera that looks intimidating like he did in the rest of the movie in Gamera 3. Maybe if they don't want to go that dark, they could go with a more Gamera 2 type vibe, or I do like the design that was used in the concept trailer back in 2015. I think that was a super good design for Gamera. Alright, number 2. either all good or all bad. And this is in terms of Gamera. I don't want him to be the friend of all children and then just not care about adults. That's just stupid. He's either going to be the hero or the villain. I either want a Gamera that will go out of his way to protect humanity or will intentionally destroy it. And based off that concept trailer we got, they are sticking with the, I guess you could call, status quo Gamera as of now, and keeping him the Guardian. So I think if he's going to be the Guardian of the universe, he's going to have to earn it. He will have to defend everybody, not just the kids. Alright, number 3, Gyaos. Gyaos is probably everyone's favorite Gamera monster. He is definitely my favorite. Loved the incarnation of Gyaos they used in the Heisei series. If they went with something along those lines, or like I've been mentioning, even that concept trailer, that would be great. I would love that. The only thing is that maybe Gyaos is a little bit too played out. Gyaos is kind of the Ghidorah of the Gamera franchise, in the fact that he's Gamera's archenemy. So he's had the most incarnations. Maybe if they didn't want to do Gyaos, they would go with Baragon. Baragon would be a great one to see return, just without the rainbow. Give him, like, I don't know, give him a different ability that comes out of his back. Maybe they're just projectiles that come out of his back, not necessarily a rainbow. But I do think a monster like Baragon would be cool to see. Gyaos is clearly my number 1 that I want to see. I just hope they do something original with him. Number 4, no annoying kids. No one's going to deny that the entire Gamera Show series was ruined because of those kids, or mainly ruined because of those kids. Those kids just suck the life out of you when you're watching. They're so bad, terrible actors. All they do is run around screaming Gamera. So, really what I'm trying to say is I don't want Kenny in the new series. For those of you who get the reference, good for you. I don't want Kenny in the new series. I want along the lines of maybe the Heisei series, when we got kind of child actors. The girl was more of a teenager. I don't remember her name. The girl from Gamera 3, Ayana, whatever her name was. They were both like teenagers, so they weren't really child actors. But I want something along those lines if we have to. We don't have to. That's the thing. We don't have to. But if you're gonna make us, go with that. Or, you know, the thing with Gamera the Brave is, it had children in it, children that I didn't mind. I thought that was a great movie for what it was. It was a children's movie. It was a children's Gamera movie. I don't want this to be a children's Gamera movie. Based off that concept trailer, I know I keep mentioning it a lot, it's because it's the closest thing to a trailer we have. Based off that, it didn't seem to be going for the little kids. So I like that. I hope they go a darker route, kind of like they did with the Heisei series, and I hope they choose kids, kind of like they did with the Heisei series. Number 5. The most updated power set for Gamera. So Gamera has had different powers all through the time. In one incarnation, cough cough, Gamera Super Monster, he could turn from a normal turtle into Gamera just out of nowhere. And he only did that once. He can breathe fire, I like that. He can fly, I like that. Keep those two. I like that chest thing with the mana or whatever it is that shoots out. That's pretty cool. I like his self-destruct. I think the tusks are going to be cool to see. If he loses a limb, the Falcon Punch would be cool to see. That fire hand to give himself. What else is there that Gamera can do? I already said self-destruct. That's pretty much it. I hope he has those what do you call it? Elbow spikes. I hope he has the elbow spikes back. I just want a cool Gamera. I want a cool, powerful Gamera. And maybe the movie ends with him sacrificing himself. Maybe that kind of already has been done before, so we don't need it again. And by the way, guys, I'd assume the way Gamera 3 ends, because it ends with that cliffhanger, what I'd assume happens is Gamera flies into that pile of Gyaos and then explodes himself, killing them all. I'd assume that's how it goes down, and then they're all dead, world saved, end of story. We don't need any more. I just say that because a lot of people are still to this day, very upset about the way Gamera 3 ends. It didn't personally bother me, just because I made up that ending in my head. Anyways, I want a cool, powerful Gamera just like that. Number 6, keep the kaiju in between 150 and 250 feet. I don't want giant kaiju. I mean, they're giant monsters in general, but I don't want freaking Godzilla Resurgence size Gamera running around. That's ridiculous. Gamera's never been as big as Godzilla. He doesn't need to be. None of them need to be that big to be scary. You don't need a Godzilla that's head is poking through the atmosphere, just like you don't need a Gamera that will his head's poking through the atmosphere. Also, I like them when they're smaller. Also, I just thought of another power of Gamera's. Apparently, he can fly in space and not die. He can also go down to the depths of the ocean and not die. So, there you go. Those are 2 more things. Maybe we get the Ocean Dweller, because he is a turtle. Turtles are known to go in water, so that would be good to stay. That space thing, don't take it to space, guys. That's one thing that shouldn't happen in Gamera 2016. Don't take him to space. So anyways, keep them in a reasonable range, 150 to 250 feet, at max 300, at max. Number 7, not super goofy, don't make it campy, just keep it a serious movie. That's what I want, that's what most people want. We've moved on from the Showa days, we don't need to go back, and I think the way Godzilla Resurgence is kind of setting up, I think 2014 was really the setup for it. 2014 was a realistic dark take on it. Resurgence is a non-realistic dark take on Godzilla. Gamera, this one appears to be a less realistic, based off that trailer, dark take on it. And I love that. I don't want realistic, and I also don't want goofy. Number 8. Give a definitive origin for Gamera. If you're going to just say he's a giant turtle from the nuclear radiation period from way before the dinosaurs, just like they did with Godzilla, go ahead and do that. I don't care. If you're going to say Gamera was stuck under the ice in Antarctica the whole time, or in wherever he was in Gamera, if he was stuck under the ice the whole time, he's just a giant ancient sea turtle, go for it. If you're going to say he was created by Atlantis, go for it. Just explain it so we don't have to speculate. Less questions, the better. Number 9. Gamera that will destroy things to get what he wants. I don't want a Gamera who plays it safe. I don't want a Gamera who's afraid to go after the kaiju because he's worried he's going to hurt people. I want a Gamera who will get in there, destroy a city to get to those people, or to get to that kaiju to kill them. That is the kind of thing that they did in, I think it was Gamera 3. I think it starts out with a big fight scene where Gamera's fighting 3 Gauss in the city, and he's blowing them up, and there's a lot of destruction. That's the kind of thing that I want in a movie. I want a Gamera who's not afraid to destroy things, but also he doesn't just go for it just because. Number 10. New kaiju. I know I said I want the Gauss earlier. That would be a cool thing in the movie, but in addition to the Gauss, I want new kaiju. I loved that weird queen alien looking thing that we got in the Gamera 2015 trailer. I thought that one looked really cool. I thought his power was weird. It made a video game like 8-bit sound effect when it shot out its orb, but the power itself was pretty cool. First of all, the thing tentacled up through the ground, destroyed an entire building. Then it fired off this laser shot pretty much and obliterated a building. It just disintegrated it. That was super cool. If we could see that kaiju in a full movie, that would be great. Number 11, original roars. If you're going to use original kaiju, use original roars. That was my biggest problem with Gamera the Brave, is that they had to use that King Kong 76 stock roar because they couldn't get the rights to the original Gamera roar. At the time, Toho owned it, because if you didn't know, here's kind of a little bit of the history of Gamera, production-wise. He was created as a rival for Godzilla, not initially. He wasn't originally going to be a giant reptile. He was going to be giant rats. But they couldn't go with that idea, so they had to go with giant reptiles. So then it became just like Godzilla. They used the nuclear bomb stereotypes of the time. They tried to give it that scientific thing where the scientist wins at the end. And they also tried to give the monster a level of tragedy. There was a lot of things that they ripped off from 54 in there. But, um, but then Dai, the company who was making him, started pumping out Gamera movies all the time, but it lost money. It started to go bankrupt. They couldn't afford to keep their company open, so they had to partner with Toho. And when they partnered with Toho, or I think Dai might not have originally initially gone to Toho, but I know at one point they went to Toho because their company was bankrupt. They had lost. They'd failed. Their company shut down. So Toho basically kind of took them in and distributed their movies. Then a different company, I think it's called Katakawa, maybe? I think that's the one. Picked up Gamera, they released Gamera the Brave, and now a different company, I'm not sure which one, is releasing Gamera 2016. They haven't said which one yet, I don't think. If they have, comment below, let me know. But anyways, Gamera the Brave, because Toho still owned certain rights to the character at the time, couldn't use the original Gamera roar, so they had to come up with a new roar. They also couldn't get any of the old kaiju, so they had to create that giant monitor lizard jumping thing that we saw in the movie. So I want the original roars, and it made me extremely happy in that Gamera 2015 trailer when Gamera roars in it, because it's his original roar. I loved that. Number 13, I skipped one. Number 12. Gamera. I know that seems like a no-brainer. Well, duh, it's a Gamera movie. Of course you're going to want Gamera. Yeah, I wanted Gamera and Gamera the Brave also, but he died in the first scene. So that is why I'm putting this one in here, and that's why I'm emphasizing it. I want freaking Gamera in a movie. I don't want his kid. I especially don't want his kid named Toto. That's a dumb name. I want Gamera in full glory. I don't care if it's the species name, just as long as we get a kaiju called Gamera. Alright, number 13. Now we're on to it. Mystical aspect. You can introduce magic into this world and have it work. The whole thing about Earth running on mana, that has been introduced in the Heisei series and can work, as seen. The Atlantis thing was really introduced in the original, but it was made popular in the Heisei series. That has been introduced. It can work. You can do Gamera with mystical aspects. Number 14. Don't overuse CGI. That is one thing that the trailer fell flat at, is that they overuse CGI, making it look cheap and fake. And I know it wasn't a real movie. It was just a concept, just to see if people still cared about Gamera, which they do. So they probably didn't put too much money into it, but still, don't overuse the CGI. Use practical effects if you have to. Use suitmation if you have to. Use what's it called? Motion capture. That's probably cheaper than full CG. I'd assume. Do something along those lines. Don't overuse the CG. Have something in front of the camera. Number 15. Here's the last one of the video. Give us more info / a new reveal trailer. And I know that one doesn't really apply to the movie itself, but it applies to life, real life. We got that original trailer, and then we got nothing. It was released at New York Comic Con, I believe, I don't know what month. It was released at New York Comic Con towards the tail end of last year, and then we've heard nothing about the movie since then. It very well could just be dead. All we really know is that it is happening. We don't know anything about it, and that's a big, huge problem. So, give us something. Give us a new picture. Do what Shin Gojira does. Give us pictures. Give us plot details. Give us something. Give us a new trailer. Be better than Shin Gojira. Do something that we wish they'd done. Do something to let us know you're still here, to make us care. This movie comes out, it's called Gamera 2016, or at least that's the working title. So it clearly comes out this year, so we're going to need something before the movie comes out. Otherwise, it's just going to drop out of nowhere and bomb out of nowhere. So give us something. Thank you all for watching. David Brown, I hope you enjoyed this video. One more time, I'll go through the list. Number 0, sort of, is Godzilla. Number 1 is Dark Gamera. Number 2 is either all good or all bad. Number 3 is Gauss. Number 4, no annoying kids. Number 5, the most updated power set. Number 6, 150 through 250 feet. Number 7, not super goofy. Number 8, give a definitive origin for Gamera. Number 9, Gamera that will destroy things to get what he wants. Number 10, new kaiju. Number 11, original roars. Number 12, Gamera. Number 13, mystical aspect. Number 14, don't overuse CGI. Number 15, give us more info / new reveal trailer. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, David Brown, I hope you enjoyed this video. If anyone has any other requests, please leave it in the comments below, and I will get right on that. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm D-Man. I love the support this channel's been going through. It's just insane to me how many of you guys there are now. So thank you all for subscribing. I'm D-Man. D-Man out.